Hello and welcome back to the Shark Tank. This game is another game with the PressureMaster that we saw in Shark Tank. I think it was 3. This is Shark Tank 5 total. I think this is the 5th episode. Either way, tonight we're gonna bring back a friend of the show, Reddicediaries. Specifically requested this matchup because we had a pretty epic match with this fight last night that I did not actually record. Unfortunately, it was like a 21 turn marathon. It was nuts. So we're going to try this one again, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I made a few edits to the book because of the match, but I don't know if it'll go any better. We're going to keep running with the testing of the double mana crystal opening, and we'll go from there. The idea is still to get out the Stalker and to have him cause havoc, and then put dot enchantments all on the mage to put pressure on the mage to do something quickly. And let's get this thing, let's get the show on the road, yeah? Sounds like a good plan to me, at least. Alright. I should probably click through the phases correctly. We're going to pass the first quick cast. And we're going to do the same move you see me do in pretty much every episode here. We're going to move towards the middle and cast a mana something back into the corner. Part of the reason I do that is to disguise any differences that I might make later on, and the other reason for that is it's generally a good move. It's an opening that puts you in a good position as well as increases your mana channeling for later. Unless someone is in your face turn 2, at which point it would change, you probably want to put some armor on or something, but in this case, I'm pretty sure red is going to play a little slower than I think a Rushmaster would, so we're going to go ahead and keep following with our double crystal opening. And we'll move on to the next turn. Sorry, we'll move on to the next turn now. We should see the Battleforge first. Alright, for this turn, there is something planned on the Battleforge for the Paladin. And I will be doing the Invisible Stalker plus Psy Orb play. This one I haven't deviated from yet with this book. It has been it's been fairly successful for me. I really like the options in the mind games that come with the Invisible Stalker. So I'm thinking we're gonna keep playing this until basically taught otherwise by losing pretty bad with it. Alright, so red will deploy the leather boots and be done with the deployment phase. I might end up having to take out that Battleforge. It might be worth force hammering that to throw him off, but I'm not sure if it's worth the mana. He passes quick, I will also pass quick. And we'll see where we go from there. So Paladin's going to bring out a red helm. That's not very surprising. I think he's going to do that, and then he's going to banner up again later and do that. So, ooh, super armored up early. Interesting. That might make our Invisible Stalker target the basically any creatures that show out. He might be on creature control while I work on distracting the mage with damage. All right, and so it's a relatively straightforward turn 2 as well. Alright, sorry I'm a little slow on the uptake here. So the Paladin deploys the Champion's Gauntlets from his Battleforge here. I have planned a Mind's Eye and a Mage Bane, and I will pass the first quick. I think what I'm going to do is do the Mind's Eye and Mage Bane right away. These Champion's Gauntlets could get interesting, although as we have done previously, I might just steal a wand that comes like a Dispel wand that shows up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oop. I believe red wanted to enchant himself there, yep. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Mage Bane anyway, because I still think it's a good thing to have on that mage. And we're going to roll with that. And we're going to keep it here so that he doesn't have an easy Luminous Blast target by moving forward and just getting rid of it. He has to move pretty far forward. So that's how we're going to roll with that so far. And now it is his turn. Alright, he's going to move the red helm forward, add a guard. Oh, he's not going to move him forward, he's going to leave him there and guard. I'm going to run the stalker right at him, make him a little freaked out by it. I don't know how freaked out he is by something that's ethereal and against a holy mage, but you never know, right? Alright. Mage Bane starting the work. Alright. That was a relatively quick turn there. Alright, so this turn we're going to plan an Acid Ball and a Telekinetic Bomb. Both of these are going to be targeted towards the Knight of the Red Helm. The Acid Ball is to get rid of the armor. The Telekinetic Bomb is to add some more damage to him, I guess 2 turns from now. And hopefully that'll be able to take him out. Alright, on to the deployment. And he deploys a Dawnbreaker Ring. Tells me that there's probably a sword coming along here shortly. So, we're on the first quick cast. I will probably pass the first quick cast myself. Looks like he will as well. The Paladin. Look at that, that's pretty awesome art. Anyway, he'll get to go first. Removes the guard from the red helm. Re-adds the guard to the red helm. Probably just going to sit there and guard. Interestingly, I think I'm going to go ahead and move into range. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, be right back. 1 minute. Okay. Alright, red's back. So we're going to continue with what we were about to do, which is throw an acid ball at the knight. Alright, we got what we wanted, and we got some extra damage. So we got the 2 corrodes. We're going to follow it up with a telekinetic bomb. And, oh, not all the way down with the action phase, just done. Alright, so he decided to enchant. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Oh, he enchanted himself. Wow, that's me being able to see things. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and have the Stalker attack anyway. And we'll see if he does the Luminous Blast. Wow, that was a pretty good roll there too. Alright. So we do 5 damage on 5 dice. But he had 1 armor, so I mean ultimately we did 6, but only oh wow, he got a nice hit back. 3 damage back. That's not good for me. Roll. Let's see here. He's gonna roll 2 more dice. And of course they're both 1s. Wow. That was 5 damage on 5 dice. Against an incorporeal creature. Can't say I was expecting that. Well, that means he's probably dead, but that's alright. Man. And 5 dice only does 2 damage, but that's enough because of the really good roll by the Red Helm. That's alright, the Red Helm is dead, he just doesn't know it yet. Alright. so excuse me, welcome back. This turn I'm planning a Thought Spore, which I will make into a Push Spore, and I will try to not let Chant of Rage get him. And I'm also going to prepare another Telekinetic Bomb, mostly as a Nullify probe, honestly. The Paladin deploys a Witchwood Iron Vine to help offset some of the Mage Bane there. I might end up stealing that this time. We'll see. For now, I'm not going to, but later on, excuse me. So I'm going to pass Quick Cast. Looks like he will too. I'm going to go ahead and pass and see what he does. Oh, he's going to list a teleport and try to come hit me. Okay. That's fine. Takes the damage in the process. I got a 50-50 shot to avoid this, so I'll take that shot as soon as he gets in here. So it'll be a 5 dice attack. We will try to dodge, pay 1 mana. No dodge. No, well. And he rolls 3 total damage, which is, yeah, it could totally be worse. I'm going to go ahead and cast the Thought Spore now. Make it a Push Spore. Oh, afraid I hit done. Sorry. Overextend. That's good use out of a guy who's about to die. So 4 damage this time. Looking for a total of 7. He's gonna make sure I have to make sure he takes his Mage Bane damage, but otherwise that's a relatively successful use out of that guy. No, okay, he's gonna move afterward. Alright, remind him about Mage Bane, and I will go ahead and put the Telekinetic Bomb onto him, maybe. He keeps trying to decide where he's going after he's already decided he's done. But they're pointing out in chat that it should be only 3 dice this time instead of 5. Same amount of damage though. The reason is because I now have a Thought Spore, which is actually the strongest creature. And check if the enchantment sticks. And if it does, I'm going to reveal the Telekinetic Bomb. Bombing everything! Alright, I'm going to reveal it. And I'm going to roll that. 4 dice. And we got him. Wow. 5 damage. That was nuts. Alright. Trading blows back and forth. Alright, this turn we have a Ghoul Rot prepared, as well as a Rust. I don't really have a huge, too far ahead plan. I think we're just going to Ghoul Rot and Rust him for future turns, and the Ghoul Rot will be able to start doing damage to him right now. I do expect a Chant of Rage to come onto the Thought Spore, so I might just be able to back up and force pull him too, if that becomes a thing. I don't mind that. Oh, just changing spells again in the deployment phase. Gotta stop doing that, Red. You're killing me, dude. Alright, he's done with deploy. I'm done with deploy since I don't deploy anything. And first Quick Cast. Let's see if he wants to bite on it. Nope. No Chant of Rage this time. I guess worst case scenario, I might just push him into a wall if he stays where he is. Another red helm. Interesting. All right. And so, there's the Chant Rage. Okay, cool. So he casts 2 spells. He'll take 2 more damage. That's fine. The Chant Rage is not a big deal, especially now. Like, hell, I might even dispel. Yeah, I might actually dispel the next turn. We'll see. So, first thing is first. We're going to run over here. Second thing is second. We're going to go ahead and target him with that. I guess I'll move that guy out of the way so I can reach the enchantments. Third thing is third. We're going to go ahead and rust him. And because he has 2 enchantments on himself already, I don't expect a purge. Now, remove curse will probably end up playing, but I don't expect a purge. We're going to go ahead and do the damage for the telekinetic bomb as soon as I put the paladin back on top. And so we're going to roll 4 dice. We're going to get... All right, there we go. So we got rust showing. He's going to make me reroll the effect, which is fine because of the folds. The effect looks like a stagger anyway. And so that did a total of 4 damage and a stagger. That's not half bad. That was a good little bomb there. And then we're going to reveal a Ghoul-Rot. And we'll move into the next turn when he will have 11 damage on him, it looks like. 1 more from Ghoul-Rot, and then he'll regen 1. Alright, and we'll see you on the other side. So this turn, we're going to run with the Enchantress Wardstone off the bat to try to prevent any kind of remove curse shenanigans. Or at least not remove, but it'll make it more painful. And then we're going to put a Poison Blood right back onto him afterward. The first thing we'll do during the turn, though, is attack with a Thought Spore, so that way he doesn't get to a counterattack or anything. So, and it looks like he wants a little more time to plan, which is fine. So, like I was saying, the plan is to attack with the Thought Spore, and the reason for that is there's only 1 Dissipate token left on that Chant of Rage, and he's not currently guarding. He could cast Defend on himself, I think. I don't remember the target line exactly, but I think he can cast on himself, and so he would be guarding when the Thought Spore attacks, but I think I'm going to get to keep the Thought Spore unless he wants to start throwing some attack spells at it, but that Stagger here actually will help keep that Thought Spore alive, believe it or not, because the -2 dice applies to attack spells as well. So, yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Red's still planning. But the other good part about having a creature out there is that the Thought Spore, like we said earlier, the Thought Spore makes it so that the Knight of the Red Helm doesn't gain extra 2 melee against my mage. So, yeah. We'll see where this takes us here. I'm thinking we can put some damage on this turn. Or not some damage. We can keep the enchantments on this turn, excuse me. Put a little bit of damage on last turn. So the pressure is on at this point, which is something I happen to like about this mage. Alright, red's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get this thing rolling. So we're going to go ahead and put the Enchantress Wardstone down in the quick cast phase. We'll put it down over there. And we'll see what he likes to do with that. He's going to go ahead and pass the first quick cast, which means Thought Spore here is going to attack the mage. Stinging Tentacle, roar, and do nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's alright though. I guess it's more of like a blob. The blob survives a bit. And would take some concerted effort for it to die. Alright, Red Helm's going to move forward and guard. I will go ahead and run away, move up a little bit, use the Mind's Eye to place a Poison Blood onto the Paladin. Let's see what dear old Pally would like to do next. That's it for my actions. I'm going to leave the Poison Blood face down for now, just in case he reveals a Purify or a Remove Curse or something, because most of those work on revealed enchantments. And this way here, at least I can get the damage to stick around for a little longer while I prepare a Deathlock. Alright, we're going to double move. We're going to follow that double move up with a spell of some kind based on the damage taken. Oh, it's a Ballista. That's it? Okay. Fun thing about a Ballista is I can actually wall it off with 2 walls of force if I want to. That'll be interesting. And I will probably force pull the mage towards me, so he's out of range of the Battleforge, to get a sword. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do the next turn. So, we'll see. Alright, so this turn I have the Wall of Force prepared. We're going to do the double wall. We're going to do it from the Mind's Eye, though, to make sure that we can do it legally. And then we're going to also bring a telekinetic bolt to throw at the Paladin, just to add a little more damage to the prospect here. And then we'll use the Thought Spore to force push the Paladin up, and I'll force crush him next turn. So we're going to go ahead and do the first quick cast with our walls here. So I'm going to pay 13 up front because it costs mana plus level of the second wall. And I'm going to put those there. Surround that Ballista and keep the Enchanter's Wardstone around a little longer. And that probably threw off his plan, I hope. I figure worst case scenario, I can actually just force push the Paladin into the Wall of Force or a wall around him as well. Just ideas there. I haven't really thought 100% through the rest of it yet. And so the Knight of the Red Helm is going to run into the Enchanter's Wardstone's zone, which is fine. It gives me a little bit more time to mess with some things. So I'm going to go ahead and move here and attack the Paladin with the telekinetic bolt, hopefully to put another stagger on him, which means he rolls less dice when he attacks the Wardstone as well. And I got a 9 for the effect. I think he's going to make me re-roll the effect. Yep, re-roll the effect. Got a 5 on the effect, still a stagger. So we did a total of 2 damage to the Paladin, and we got a stagger onto him. Paladin's action is move. That's about what I figured. Nope, not move. Oh, man. Those attachments are going everywhere. Oh, must be thinking right now. Pretty sure he planned on that thing being dead. I mean, he's going to have enough mana to do the get rid of everything, probably remove curse. Oh, he's just going to guard. Interesting. All right, well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to force push him. Why don't we do a wall bash? Well, that would be why. 1 whole damage. Oh well, the dice weren't very kind on that one, were they? Alright, so we're both done with the quick cast here, and it looks like that did sufficiently derail his plan. And so now we need to be prepared for our enchantments to go away. So this turn we're going to stick with the Force Hammer Magebane plan that I totally just came up with. So the plan is to replace the Magebane when he gets rid of it. I do have a Poison Blood on him already. I haven't been using it, so he's been healing 1, and he's only been taking 1 from Gulrot. Ooh, there's the sword. So he's going to bash into the Ballista there. That's okay. Hopefully Force Hammer will be able to help prevent that a little bit with a Slam. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Maybe. Force Hammer. Bam! There we go. That looks like it'll be 6 dice through with a slam. I'll probably have to re-roll the slam. I'm going to bet quite a bit that I have to re-roll the slam. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So we're going to move on to the next one. Actions phase. Ooh. What do I want to do here? So if I spend the mana, I won't be able to reveal Mage Bane this turn. I can replace it, though. I think ultimately that's what we want to do. We're going to go ahead and force push him into the wall again. And so we're going to roll 3 dice and hopefully get a little bit better result than last time. Oh, much better result. 4 damage this time. So 3 will get through, I think. He has 1 effective armor. 1, 2, 3. Yep, because he has a rust on him. Takes 3 damage total. And now Paladin's going to quick. Take a Mage Bane damage. Enchant the Knight of the Red Helm. Probably critical strike. Which is a good play too. Yep, critical strike. That was a good call there. Wow, and he rolls 4 damage on the stone, which is what he needs to get rid of it. Enchantress Wardstone is destroyed, so he got what he wanted. Let's see here. What do I want to do? It's a good question. Well, seeing as we can't do much else, I'm just going to go ahead and wait here. We're going to guard, and that'll end the actions phase. So I'm assuming he's got a remove curse plan. So I'll get rid of the rust. I'll get rid of Sigil Rot and the Mage Bane, which is fine. Because I have a Poison Blood. Oh, he's going to Seeking Dispel. That I assume. Yeah. Yep, that means he got rid of the Poison Blood. Which is fine, because he uses full action for that. And I can just Deathlock next turn. Actually, that works out just fine. I'm alright with this. Cool. Alright, so this turn we're going to bring out the Deathlock on the first quick cast. And I'll bring a Force Push to throw him into that wall, if it still exists. And I will also use my Thought Sport to push him around as well. We'll see how this goes, but he does have a way to really kill the Wall of Force quickly with that Sword of Radiance. It depends on whether he goes after me, or whether he goes after the Knight here. Ah, he's going to heal now. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that was a bad roll. That was a real bad roll. He rolled 3 on 8 dice for the heal. Man, the dice were not friendly to him on that one either. So I'm going to go ahead and follow up with the Deathlock. And it's looking pretty grim at this point. Yeah, that was a rough roll, man. Not a lot you can do on that. Sometimes you just don't get the rolls you want, you know. So Paladin's going to act. I'm going to guess he's going to stab the wall. I'm not sure what it buys him, but it also is the whole not casting a spell, taking damage in the process part. And then, oh, maybe not. So Paladin's dancing back and forth between zones for the moment. Casts, oh, he was deciding, yep, he casted a Purge. Let me try to grab these spells. Sometimes they're tough to click on. And he takes 1 more from Mage Bane. Yep, he got it. That was pretty good. So if he stays where he is, I'll still just push him into the wall a couple times and probably Force Hammer him next turn. Excuse me. Maybe Acid Ball too. I'm not sure. We got rid of an Akira's Favor for him and an Eye for an Eye. Oh, interesting. I'm surprised he didn't reveal that earlier. Let's see. I think that means he's done with that one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first push here into the wall. And roll 4 normal damage, which means one of it will get through. 4 normal. Man, my speaking was not working too well. Alright, Red Helm's going to come running at me. That's about what I expected. I'm going to go ahead and force push him into the wall again. Roll 3 more dice. 1 more damage. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly. And so next turn I believe is going to be the Acid Ball Force Hammer to end it. But dice have been really cruel today, so you never know. So I realized I only have enough mana for Acid Ball and a Telekinetic Bolt. I don't have enough to do the Force Hammer. So we're also going to take advantage of the Force Push here in a second. Let's see, I think it probably also somewhat depends on what he deploys, but the idea is to go with the Acid Ball first, go with the Push, and then after he does an action, I will do the Telekinetic Bolt. Oh, he's going to go for the Morning Star instead. Interesting, he's going to come after me. Alright, that's fine. I'll go ahead and throw the Acid Ball at him now. So, I will probably end up having to re-roll because of the folds, but I got very little damage, but I did get the corrodes that I wanted, at least according to the first roll. And I got him on the second roll. So 2 corrodes will go through. Yeah. So that's relatively lucky. So, oh, I forgot to hit the down button. We're going to go ahead and do the push first. And into the wall he goes. With only 1 armor, he takes 4 damage. Wow. I guess that makes up for the really crappy ones he did the other last 2 times. Or 2 of the last 4, I guess. We'll call it about even. He may be +1. He rolled pretty well on that one. But that means the Telekinetic Bolt will probably just do it. We'll see, though. So I'm about to get hit with the Knight of the Red Helm. I have enough mana. I might as well use this. No defense, unfortunately. He rolled 1 damage on 3 dice. Apply this results. And I'm going to go ahead and counterattack back. Not that it really, at this point, does much. Wow, I got a lucky roll in the counterattack. On my actual action, I'm going to try to throw a Telekinetic Bolt. 85% chance kill is what it says. We need to do 2 damage with this thing. And see what happens. Yep, we got 2. We actually ended up getting about 5 for 4 of it would stick. Good game, Red. Sorry we keep beating up on you on the channel, but thanks for being a good opponent. Honestly, your Paladin is strong. This just happened to not go your way this time. For all those watching, thank you for tuning into the Shark Tank on Arcane Duels. And when in doubt, kill it with fire.